guys, on our way to Edina right now to get our second Stellate Ganglion block shot in the neck. As you know from previous videos, the first shot did give me some good relief. It was only for a few days, however, so the research does show that you could do this shot several different times to get the best bang for your buck per se, where the relief will actually last a lot longer. It just varies. It's very, individual specific. So some people need 1 or 2 shots. Some people get 3, 4, 5 shots. So hopefully with this second shot, I'm going to get that same relief that I had previously, and hopefully it stays with me a little bit longer than the 3 or 4 days as last time. Jamie's up north, so we have a new driver today. Welcome, Uber driver Mike Poe. So he's trying to get us there. His driving is not as good as Jamie's. It's a little bit bumpier and more rocky. But he's old, so it's okay. So I'll check in when we get there, and then I'll check in after the fact so we can, just talk about how it goes. Remember, the thing that we're looking for is for my eye to become kind of droopy. That is a sign that the anesthetic that they are putting in reached the right spot. So we'll check in after, let you know how it goes. All right, we're just about to be pulling in to the doctor's office here in Edina. Again, about to get my second stellate ganglion shot. Most likely gonna be on the right side of my neck again. Check in after, let you know how it goes. All right, we're next up to get our shot. We're just sitting here chilling. My anxiety is about an 8. They did give me 2 Valium about 30 minutes ago. So I'm getting sleepy, but anxious. And I've already done the procedure. I know what to expect. But it's still just a little bit freaky to stick a big old 12-inch needle into your neck. And it's not like the side, it's like right in your throat. So we're up next. All right, we just got done with the shot. This time my eye is not overly droopy. I can still see a little difference in it, but I'm hoping that this is gonna last me, at least a couple weeks, if not months. He said he wants to do 1 more shot. So we'll do 3 total and assess after that. My anxiety right now is probably like a 2, 3. So yeah, shot number 2 in the books. Hey guys, I just got home from getting my second stellate ganglion block. They went in similar spot here into my neck with a large needle and put local anesthetic into my stellate ganglion. And what that is again supposed to do is reduce that fight or flight feeling that's caused by the PTSD and anxiety, keeping me on edge and just feeling at all times alert and really just not getting any relief. I did have this shot about a month ago, and like I told you guys, the first couple days afterwards were just amazing. Like I said, I was in tears, man. I forgot what it felt like to have that 500-pound weight of anxiety and PTSD and depression and stress lifted off. I just couldn't believe, wow, that's what I was missing out on. Anyway, so the second shot here, hopefully it's gonna give me a little bit longer relief than the first time. This doctor recommends doing a series of 3 shots spread out. So I'll probably have my 3rd shot here in about 4 to 5 weeks. And hopefully between these shots and continued therapy and all the other things that I've been doing, it's gonna be great. As you can see this time, my eye is starting to kind of already recover, but it didn't drop as low as it was before. I think you've seen a picture of it a second ago. And it's already really clearing up. It's not very red. The only thing I'm fighting right now is that Valium that they gave me. I'm about ready to go to bed, but I just wanted to make sure that I got to, talk to you guys while this was still fresh and just had happened. So Stellate Ganglion block part 2. It's all part of my mental health journey. And for those of you who might be your first time seeing this, I'm a local police officer. I've been a police officer for 14 years in both Minnesota and Wisconsin. As of late, I've been diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety, and depression, mixed in with a little bit of a panic disorder because of the anxiety. So I've really been trying to document this journey of recovery. And that's just part of my journey. Is for a very long time, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I had been to the hospital, to the emergency room maybe 6 times, thinking I was having a heart attack. Before I really understood what it was the anxiety and the depression and the PTSD and all of these feelings that you get just hit so hard, and then it freaks you out, man. Like, I was certain I was dying many times. But as I've been getting more educated on what's going on with my body, and learning different coping mechanisms and therapies and ice baths and journaling and yoga, it doesn't go away, but you have a better understanding of what's wrong inside you, what's misfiring. And it's at no fault to your own. 14 years of compounded trauma without being able to properly process that and not knowing how to process that. Of course this is going to happen, and it's going to happen to the majority of people in law enforcement and first responders and police and veterans. And a staggering stat I learned in Utah was, only 1 in 10 people actually raise their hand and say, hey, I need some type of help. And that's because there's such a bad stigma about mental health, needing help, not being able to just, brush your shoulder off and keep on moving. And that's really what this is about. Is I want to break that stigma. Like, it's okay to say, hey, I'm struggling. Hey, I'm having these weird feelings inside that I don't know what they are. Hey, I'm having problems at home. I'm snippy with my children. I'm mean to my wife. I'm drinking a lot. Those are all things that I was going through that I had no idea why. And I've realized those are all things that a lot of first responders, especially those in their mental health journey, have gone through. The isolation, the drinking, the chemical dependence, doing, self-sabotaging activities. It's not because you're choosing to do so. It's because there's something going on with the chemistry of your brain, and it's called PTSD and anxiety and possibly depression. And it makes everybody have different symptoms, and it makes you feel differently than the next person. That's what's so hard too, is if 2 people that you knew broke their leg or tore their knee out, let's say, they probably have a pretty similar prognosis, right? Ouch, that hurt. Here's surgery in a week. Wear this walking boot. Don't put any pressure on. In 8 months, we're going to have you back to recovery. And other people can understand that because they can see the injury. And now with mental health, it's all invisible. It's an invisible wound that others can't see. They don't get to see your struggle, and they don't truly comprehend unless they're going through it. And that's why it's so big for me as someone, as a male, a black police officer, to raise their hand and say, listen, I'm typically not someone that's going to say, I need help. But I want to make it okay for you and for the next person to do the same thing. Raise your hand and get the help that you deserve, because we've dedicated and sacrificed so much for these professions that we've done. Whether you're a firefighter, you're a nurse, an EMT, a police officer, you served in the armed forces, the things that you see over and over during your job are not normal. They're very traumatic, and they may not hurt and feel, and you might not respond to them the day of those incidents, but trust me, you're burying those things down inside without even truly knowing. And your body is like a bucket, and as you continue to pour and pour and pour trauma in, eventually that bucket's gonna overfill. And once it does, boom, all of a sudden you're starting this process. You know, and if I would have known things that I know now 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe things would have been way different. Maybe I would have been able to take care of myself a little bit better mentally, spiritually. I would have been scared when the onset of all these symptoms came, and I would have looked for help earlier. Instead, I did what everybody else tells you to do. I kept fighting, I kept battling. It's just me, I'll get over it. Just take some medicine, keep pushing. Oh, it's okay, I'll miss Christmas again. Oh, I'll miss 4th of July, don't worry. I have a job, I need to go help protect people. But the crazy thing is as you go help people, in return, what's really happening is you're hurting yourself without the proper coping mechanisms. So this is going to be long-winded. I appreciate you staying with me. Again, Stellate Ganglion vlog number 2. I just released my mental health journey video number 2. This will all be part of journey video number 3 as we continue to move forward. If you're out there, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling just things that you've never felt, you have anxiety building up, you can't sleep, you're having bad dreams, you're waking up screaming and sweaty, you know, social anxiety, you can't go into the mall or to the grocery store without panicking. It's okay. That's normal. You're not broken. You're human. It's expected that this is going to happen to you due to your career. You're not abnormal. You're just normal for saying, yep, I'm experiencing those things and I need help. I want to heal in public. I want to heal with you guys. I want you guys to be part of my team, rooting me on, and so many of you are. So I really appreciate all the support. Stay tuned for our next video, but I really appreciate you watching this one. Peace.